Motivated, I'm the truth. Going hard in the booth. All my dreams is coming true. If I can make it, you can too. Wasn't in a skipping school. Had to play by the...
Kick off of this season's expansion team. Know what I mean? Expansion team week 1. Know what I mean? We back. Yeah, man, we back this season. Hopefully, you know what I'm saying? The Eagles can go all the way this season. Know what I mean? Everybody talking about how we unstoppable and all this and that, man. But know what I mean? Enough about my team being unstoppable, man. I'd just like to thank y'all. Let me start. I just like to thank y'all because everything starts with the Ern and Iso podcast, man. Ern let me know. Now, I mean, these last couple of weeks we've been doing incredible numbers, man. I think we did like something like maybe like on Tuesday we did like 2 million views on our Tuesday episode. Did like 2 million views in like a day or something like that, or something crazy like that, like 2 million views in a day or something like that, something crazy. But yeah, man, I just appreciate that, man. We appreciate all love and support, man. We've been getting. You know what I mean? I just had to let everybody know that. You know what I mean? Before we start. You know what I mean, doing what we do, man. And we appreciate the love that we've been getting on the few episodes of expansion team that we've been doing. You know what I mean? Y'all been showing love to that. You know what I mean? Y'all really like the content. So yeah, man, we're gonna keep doing it for y'all. And here we go again, man. Got my brother Woods on the line. Know what I'm saying we gonna now me doing it again this season. Damn, that just blew my mind, the numbers that we be doing, man. Amazing to me, man.
Yeah, great. Congratulations.
Yeah, I appreciate that, man. That's like amazing to me. Something that I ain't even like even doing this content thing. Like when Ern came to me and said it, I was like, oh, all right, yeah, I'll try it. I was just thinking like, all right, we're gonna do it a couple times. Now I mean, he's gonna make a couple videos. He not gonna want to do it no more. I'm gonna not even bother with it. You know what I mean? To what it done turned into. Like people really like look forward to our content. Like people look forward to this show. You know what I mean? So like I said, now I mean at this time, now I mean we both still like working. Now I mean, so it's not as easy. We don't have as much time as we would like to have to do these shows. Cause I would like to go to be able to do college football too. You know what I'm saying? And have more time to do NFL football. Now I mean, have time to do all sports. You know what I'm saying? Sports stuff like that. But we don't, man. But we gonna try to keep consistent and do a show for y'all every week. And damn, man, I was surprised how much y'all said y'all love this one. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, because the support that we get on the episodes, even like during the off season when we just kept trying to do an episode here and there. Yo, people was really supporting them joints and watching them joints, really listening to them. Know what I'm saying? Because I was like, man, once you like not talking about the gambling part, I'm like, people it's probably just gonna die down and nobody really gonna probably listen to them. No, they listen to the joints even when we not talking about, you know what I'm saying, the odds and the numbers and all that. When there ain't even no games, they still listen to it. Know what I mean? Because they said they loved the last one that we did. Know what I mean? So I just appreciate that, man. Know what I mean? Thank y'all out there for that, man.
Okay.
But
That's dope, man. Congratulations, and thank you for the support from everybody as well. But congratulations on you and Ern's support. I mean, content and your success. And thank you for bringing me along with y'all.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. As time go on, man, I would like to include you more. Like I said, man, we trying to see if we can get some things done. Now I mean this season. I mean things be tight. Like I said, everybody's still working. I mean everybody's still working jobs. So, I mean everybody ain't got a lot of time. So, I mean it already be hard enough that everybody be on the same page that we can even like record and all that. Know what I mean? But we gonna try to get it done because like I said, people love this joint. Know what I mean? People love this show. People love Ern and Iso and people love this show. I ain't think as many people cared about the expansion team that do. You know what I mean? The joint be doing numbers. I'd be like, okay, so, and then I thought like, all right, once the offseason come, it's going to die down and people not going to really care about whether we put one out or not. No, people was like, yo, you still going to put the joints out? So we tried to at least put them out every now and again, you know what I mean, through the off season. And you know what I mean, them joints doing good. And people like listen to it even if we wasn't talking about, you know what I mean, no gambling odds or nothing like that. So that's just like amazing to me, man. I just want to take time to just say thank y'all for that, man. Cause this like blowing my mind. Like something that I didn't even think was like I was gonna be doing for long. Like, all right, I might do 2 or 3 episodes of a podcast. My man Ern gonna be done with it. And then, you know, I'm just gonna move on to something else. You know what I mean? No, this really turned into something like, for one, I enjoy doing. You know what I mean? And then and it's just crazy to me, like the response I get, like how much people like actually really, really care about what we do. You know what I mean? And look forward to listening to an episode. Like people look forward to listening to this episode. You know what I mean? These episodes. So we gonna try to keep, know what I mean, get that done for y'all. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, know what I mean? Hold on, before we start, let me make sure I'm recording, know what I mean? Hold on. Yeah, everything's a go, man. So how everything's going with you, bro?
All right, everything's a go. Can't complain. Hanging in there, ready for this new season. You know, ready for some new football content. Ready for Dallas to, show me what they could do. I'm not expecting much, so any positive thing will be well accepted. But we already talked about that last episode, what I expect from my team. But I'm just ready, man. Ready for fall. Summer's over now. About to be Labor Day, so I'm just ready to move on.
All right, man. Like I said, man, to all y'all out there, you know what I'm saying, like we say, you know what I mean, when it comes to the gambling, the betting and all that, whatever you doing, you know what I mean, fantasy, whatever you just going straight betting on games, man, please bet with your head, not over it. You know what I mean? Because some people do have gambling problems. So, you know, like I said, man, please bet with your head, not over it. Please don't be betting to the point that y'all like lives is messed up over it. You know what I mean? It ain't that deep. You know what I'm saying? It's just something fun to do, man. Know what I mean? If you wager a couple bucks, you wager a couple bucks on a game or whatever, but make sure it's not something that you're going to miss if you lose. You know what I mean? So I just want to put emphasis on that because I had to understand that people, it's like different degrees of it. Just because I can bet a couple bucks and know that if I win, cool. If I don't, I don't. It's some people somebody had to make me talking to me like, yo, you got to understand that those people who really have gambling problems out there. You know what I mean? And they don't have they may not have the same restraint that I have. Whereas, all right, you know what I mean? If I bet a couple of dollars, if I win, cool. If I don't, I'm not gonna miss that money anyway. You know what I mean? Like I said, I more do fantasy. So fantasy it might be $5, $3, $1. You know what I mean? So all together, I might bet on a Sunday, if you add it all up, it might be $25 that I bet. You know what I mean? I'm not one of the people that's betting thousands of dollars or I'm betting my whole paycheck. You know what I mean? So some of y'all out there, man, if you are, you know what I mean, and you know that you need help, man, make sure you get help, man. I forgot the phone number that's off the top of my head. You know what I mean? That I'll be seeing all them billboards for that number, and I can't remember what the number is. But you know what I mean? As far as the gambling problems and all that.
Different.
Say it again?
It's different numbers for different states.
Yeah, but
For Pennsylvania,
you keep going in and out.
Pennsylvania is 1-800. You can hear me?
Yeah, go ahead.
Pennsylvania is 1-800-GAMBLER.
Okay.
But it's different numbers for different states.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So now we gonna make sure we do that because, like I said, now I mean we do what we doing is somewhat. I mean, at the end of the day, it's gambling. I mean, we're giving you like gambling odds. So I just wanted to like kind of like be like a little bit more responsible with that. I don't want to be like. I don't want to be like just like telling y'all gambling odds and then be one of them people like, man, that ain't my problem. You know what I'm saying? If you not I mean, y'all have somebody having a problem, it's not really my problem, not really my responsibility. So I just wanted to put that out there, please, because we've been saying that, and I've been saying that all last season since we've been doing it. Bet with your head, not over it. You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to get that out the way. Now I mean, before we start, you know what I mean? But before we start on the NFL, I want to get your thoughts on this, man. I seen this morning. Well, I watched Coach Prime, the Colorado Buffs. I watched that game versus North Dakota State. Right? So they got out there with the win. It was times their offense looked incredible. Now I'm saying Shador had a few missteps. You know what I'm saying? A few lapses in judgment. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Trying to be too aggressive. But like they said, you know what I mean? That'll be corrected or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So I like what he said after the game, where he realized he realized the missteps that he had. You know what I mean? He gonna do what he got to do to correct that. But I was watching my man. I was about to say my man. I ain't gonna see my man, but popped up because after the game, you know what I mean. All today, you know what I mean. Everybody was doing shows yesterday and stuff like that today. And popped up that the guy, what's his name, Jason Whitlock. You know what I mean. Now, is it me or did him and Coach Prime have some type of like back and forth or issue going or something like that? Because he seemed like when he talk about Coach Prime, it be seeming like it's personal.
Maybe. Jason Whitlock's reputation is not that good as far as when it comes to black people. He has that term of being Uncle Tom and coon and all that. So I'm not surprised that he would have something between him and Coach Prime. But I'm not a fan of him. He just says some crazy stuff a lot just to try to get views and ratings. So I don't even pay attention to him. So I don't know exactly what he said or anything like that. But I mean, I'm not a fan of him, and I'm quite sure not a black people that's a fan of him as well.
Yeah, man, because it was like some of the stuff he was saying. It's just like the way it was like. It just seemed like extra. You know what I'm saying, for the people, because by the time this joint come out, you know what I'm saying, I'm talking about something that I seen today, because we recording this joint on Saturday, so we don't know what day we gonna put it out. But I watched it today, and he's breaking down the Colorado's first game. He just seemed like, I don't know, I mean, he not the only person that say that stuff about Coach Prime, but then it seemed Coach Prime and the team, but it just seems like every time he talk about them, it seems like it's something like personal. You know what I mean? I don't know. It just give me that feeling. Like I don't get it. Now I mean, not to say ain't nobody above like criticism, something like that, because it's football. Now I mean, people gonna talk about people gonna talk about you. People gonna talk about your team. But I don't know. That just threw me off when I was watching it. I was like, it seemed like I'm like, what, they got some type of beef, or they go. Or they had issues from, I don't know, something that might, I don't know how long Jason Whitlock been in, you know what I mean, media or whatever. Or is it something that might went from all the way back in the day, you know what I'm saying? Back when Coach Prime was a player or something like that. It just seems like every time he speak on a man, it's like, it sounds like it's coming from like a personal place. And not like, okay, I'm media and I'm just like watching the game, watching what's going on. It's like it's something personal. It just it just feel that way. You know what I'm saying? It just feel that way to me. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. What you think about that? Well, we already said that he got a reputation that a lot of people, you know what I mean, he's not well liked or whatever amongst, I guess the black community or whatever. Because I do get that feeling too from people. But it just seemed like, it's like everything was like, because he was talking about Shador and all that, and how Shador, like, he plays like it's all about him and stuff like that. And some of the stuff that he was saying, it was like, it just seemed a little extra to me. You know what I mean? It just seemed going past just regular, like, okay, I'm just media and I'm just speaking on how I feel. But it always feel like it's like personal with him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, That's what he been doing with LeBron. I mean, we're not. He been around for a long ass time. He's on FS1 for a minute. Then lost his gig there. Um, I don't know. I'm just not a fan of him. But I know he used to always have personal attacks against LeBron.
Mm.
Nothing to do with his basketball game. It's like I don't know. It's just extra. Like you saying, we doing close prime. It just seemed personal. So I wouldn't take him seriously. I wouldn't even pay him no mind, man. That's his stick, and he's going to continue to do that. He just like to get ratings that way. That's all he's good at. Um, I wouldn't pay him no mind. I wouldn't take anything he says seriously, and I'm quite sure Coach Prime and Shador don't take anything he says seriously.
Mm.
So I wouldn't worry about it.
Okay. Yeah, man, I just wanted to say that, man, because I seen that, and like you said, man, we hope they do good. You know what I'm saying? They got the win. They had some missteps, but it's the first game. You know what I mean? You got to be able to, as the season go along, you'll get rolling and all of that. But yeah, it just seemed like, because when I was listening to him, I was like, yo, he just seemed like every time he's speaking on him, it just seemed like it's coming from a personal place. Now me just feel that way. Now I don't know, man. Good luck to Colorado and all the people all the teams out there. You know what I mean? The people that's out there living out their dreams, whether they being coaches or players. You know what I mean? And just good luck to all y'all, man. It's in that privileged position to even play. You know what I mean? Because it's a lot of people that probably wish they could still play football or want to play football and never got the chance to play football. And some of y'all out there on that field and y'all able to, live out a goal or achievement of yours that a lot of some people in life just never may have got, or they may not have been in a position to, or they may not have been, healthy enough or whatever to even get on the football field. So, shout out to all y'all, man. But anyway, man, without further ado, man, yeah, man, we gonna go over this expansion team week 1. So what we gonna do is, I'm gonna turn it over to you, let you do what you do. And yeah, man, we just gonna go through the games, man. We back for another season, man. So we know y'all enjoy this. And yeah, man, here we go, man. So bro, it's on you whenever you want to start.
All right. First game of the week, opening game of the year. We got Baltimore going down to KC. Obviously, KC beat Baltimore in the playoffs last year. KC two-time champion back to back. So this game, minus 3-point favorite is the Chiefs. Total is 46.5. Like I said, the game is in Kansas City. I think Kansas City's going to win it. Last year, Kansas City lost the opening game. They had the first game of the year as well against Detroit, and they lost. That's because Travis Kelce didn't play. Chris Jones didn't play. So this year, they're going to have everybody. Hollywood Brown, their new receiver from Arizona. He's not going to play, though. But I still feel like Kansas City got more than enough weapons this year to track to some receivers, speedy receiver from Texas. I believe his name is Xavier Worthy. Yeah, I just think Kansas City got weapons, man. I think it'll be a close game, but I do think Kansas City will win a game. I don't know if they cover the spread. Kind of like the over for 46.5. I think both teams, might score more than 20-something points. So I think Kansas City gonna win a game. I can't, decide on the spread yet, but I do think Kansas City will, Baltimore will go over the 46.5. That be the first game kick off the season, man. It's a good one.
So hold on. Say, what's the line again? It's 46.5?
For the total, the
Total
points
46.5. And you said you think they're
and
gonna
the
go over?
spread. Yeah, why not, man? I think both teams could get 20-something points.
Okay. Okay. All right. Um. mm. But you said you think KC gonna win?
Yeah, I don't know if they're gonna cover the 3-point spread, but I do think they're gonna win.
Mm.
Like I'm kind of seeing a 24-23 game or something.
Yeah. 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 It might end up being a field goal game. Um. For some odd reason, I don't think I can see Baltimore. I think Baltimore can win this game because am I wrong or did I read something where most of like KC like receiving core they just got rid of them?
Uh, I'm trying to think who return. You know, Rasheed Rice, he'll be back. Yeah, for the most part, I believe it's going to be the all new receivers. Like I said, they got Hollywood Brown now. They drafted it, so some young ball, but they got like two or three that's going to be back. So I mean, it's half and half.
Hmm. Okay. All right. All right.
They ain't had no receivers last year anyway. So I mean, the one that was good was Rasheed Rice, and he'll be back.
Okay. All right. All right. So yeah, so that right there, man. Yeah, I think that Baltimore can win that one. Now, I mean, they saying it's gonna be a back and forth. They thinking, well, obviously Vegas think it's gonna be a back and forth game, and you know, it's probably gonna end on a field goal. So if we got the ball last, whoever, you know what I mean, got the ball last, hit the field
Hmm.
goal and wins. But I don't know. I think that Baltimore is gonna come. I don't know. I think that Baltimore is gonna come in really just still like playing like it's still last year. Like, and I think for some odd reason, KC just be seeming like they don't have it together sometimes. They pull it together as the season come along, but
Hmm.
I don't know. It just seems like they just be starting off slow to me. You know what I mean? It just feel
Hmm.
like that. Not me just feel like that. I think Baltimore can get this one. Now I don't know all that
Hmm.
if it's gonna be more than the 3 points. You know what I mean? But I'm just gonna pick Baltimore to win. You know what I mean? So y'all out there, y'all do whatever y'all feel. You know what I mean? Because they saying it's gonna be a close game, and it's like I said, it's probably gonna go down. Vegas flex is gonna go down to whoever got the ball last. You know what I mean? Hit a field goal or whatever. So, but I think Baltimore's gonna win this one because for some odd reason to me, just KC just don't seem like they just be clicking on all cylinders as soon as they come out straight out the gate. It just don't seem like
Hmm.
that. I mean, it just don't seem like that to me. So I'm going with Baltimore on this one.
All right. Next we're going down to Brazil. Friday night, we got Green Bay Packers playing against the Philadelphia Eagles.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Both teams made the playoffs last year. Green Bay made it to the second round. They lost to San Fran. Philly lost in the first round to Tampa Bay. So both teams, had a good year last year and looking to improve on that. And hopefully go further this year. The Eagles are 2.5 point favorites. The total is 48 and a half. And I like the both teams to score a lot, man. I like the over 48 and a half. For some reason, I'm still not a big fan of the Eagles defense yet. So I think Jordan Love will put up points on them. As I feel like Jalen Hurts is going to put up points on Green Bay. The Eagles offense, they don't really play the preseason, but they never really do under Nick Sirianni. So I don't think there'll be any rush. Usually, Sirianni has his team prepare for the beginning of the year. Um, I just think I can't really call who's gonna win. I think it's just because I'm not an Eagles fan, so I don't want to admit they're gonna win. So I don't want to. I don't want to pick the Eagles here. I mean, but I won't be surprised they do win. But I do like the over 48 and a half. I think both teams could put up at least 24 points apiece. So definitely like the over. Hopefully Green Bay will come away with the win.
Mm. Um. Yeah, man. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure we can get the offense clicking very, very fast. I'm pretty sure we're gonna be able to do that. Like I said, man, the defense, we're gonna see how the defense is, man. Yeah, I don't think, man, I don't know about all this. It's gonna be super close, like, you know what I mean? The young guy, now I mean, he he a pretty decent player, but he ain't like he Aaron Rodgers or something like that. They talking about something that's 40 and a half, like he Aaron Rodgers or somebody, man. But you know what I mean? I like the guy, but you know what I mean? I think I think the Eagles gonna handle business. I don't think it's gonna be no close game. I don't think it's gonna be one of these games where we got to worry the whole game. I don't think. You know what I mean? I think that offense gonna be clicking. If the defense can handle their business, we should be fine. You know what I mean? We should be fine. Mm-hmm. It shouldn't be not to disrespect another NFL team, nothing like that, but it shouldn't be like no struggle the whole game. We should pretty much be able to know, like, all right, do it this whole game, we know we win in this game. That's what it should be. You know what I mean? That's what it should be. We shall see, because like I said, on paper, our offense, everybody talking we got the best offense in the NFL, but we don't know how the defense, for one, we don't know how the offense is going to play together, if they can just get it clicking on all cylinders from jump, or it might take a few games, you know what I'm saying? Who knows? But we should be winning this game. We should know the whole game we should be winning. There shouldn't be no times in the game where we don't know if we're going to win this game or not. It shouldn't be one of them games to me. So, you know, I'm picking Eagles all the way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know, they might score over 30. They might score over 30 points. You know what I mean? They might score over 30 points. I'm looking for that. You know what I mean? I'm looking for that. I'm looking for them to score over 30 points. Me myself. You know what I mean? So if we can do that, then we good. But I feel like it's one of them games that the whole game we should be, you know what I mean? You should know, okay, we winning this game. The whole game, we know we winning this game. Ain't never a time in the game where we don't know if we're going to win this game or not. We should be winning this game all the way through. So that's what I got on that one, man. You know, go Eagles, man.
Go Eagles. All right. Let's go down to Miami. This is all the Sunday games now. We got Jacksonville going to Miami to play the Dolphins. Trevor Lawrence versus Tua. Miami's 3-point favorites. Total is 50.5. That total kind of catch my interest. It's not really that many games this week that's in the 50s as far as the total. I think there's only one other game that's in the 50s, so they're expecting a lot of points. I can't really blame them. I don't know if I will pick it yet. I don't know. Jacksonville will do what they have to do, you know, but Jacksonville does seem like they're going to, you know, have a bounce back year, but I got to kind of wait to see first. I'm going to say this a lot during this first week. I'm going to say, I don't know. I can't call it, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And that's just the truth. The first week is kind of hard. You got to see how these teams, you know, show up. But I do think Miami's going to win the game. But I will kind of stay away from the total. Like I said, I don't know if Jacksonville could hold a end of the bargain as far as putting up points for it to get to that 50-point mark. But I do like Miami to win the game. I will even say they'll cover the spread. But I wouldn't be surprised either if Jacksonville, you know, find a way to win it. You know, Coach Peterson, I feel like this is like a make it or break a year for Trevor Lawrence. Just got paid, so he has to show that he's worth the money. So who knows? You know, they might come out and be a formidable opponent this year. They got Brian Thomas, so he's a rookie for LSU, a wide receiver. They did lose Calvin Ridley. So they got Christian Kirk as well, receivers, but the receivers is not really hitting the way I would like, you know what I mean? But like I said, I think Miami's going to cover the spread, and I ain't going to pick the total on this one.
All right. All right. What's the what's the total again?
50 and a half.
50 and a half. And you saying Miami gonna win this one?
Yeah. I don't know why I was Miami.
Um, yeah, they should. I don't see. It's something about Jacksonville. It's about Trevor Lawrence. Is like you could tell he good, but I don't. It just don't be. It just don't be clicking all the time for him. You can tell the talent. The talent is there. As far as him being a
Mm-hmm.
quarterback, the talent is there. But because I'm thinking they might be able to get this game. They might be able to win this game. I don't know because Tua always seemed because Tua just seems shaky to me at times. I mean, you can tell he a good quarterback, but it's like, you know what I'm saying, with the injuries and all that, he just seems shaky to me, man. He
Mm-hmm.
just seems shaky sometimes. I mean, but you could tell the talent is there. With both these quarterbacks, the talent is there, but because common sense would tell you to pick Miami, but for some odd reason, I want to pick Jacksonville. Common sense will tell you, so everybody don't listen to me, man. Go what y'all want to go with, but I'm going to pick Jacksonville. Even though common sense would tell you to pick Miami, I'm gonna go with Jacksonville. I'm not picking no over under, no point spread and all that. I'm just picking Jacksonville. Even though know what I mean? So to all y'all, know what I mean? Don't even listen to me on this game. You know what I mean? Don't even listen to me on this one because I'm going off. I'm off to myself on this one. I'm gonna pick Jacksonville. You know what I mean? It's like I said, y'all don't fall behind what I do on this one. Y'all go on and bet with common sense. For some odd reason, I just got a feeling that Jacksonville could win this game. So like I said, y'all go on and bet with y'all heads. I'm off on I'm off to myself on this one. You know what I mean? So don't pay me no mind on this one. You know what I mean? I think Jacksonville can win this game.
All right. Well, I won't be surprised, man. I won't be surprised. Them type of picks, you're going to see a couple of them this week.
Mm-hmm.
So that could be one of the games. All right. Next we got Pittsburgh Steelers going down to Atlanta to play the Falcons. Pittsburgh made the playoffs last year. Lost the first round. Atlanta didn't make the playoffs. Atlanta's 3-point favorites. The total is 40 and a half. That's a very low total. I mean, there's a couple games that's like 40 and a half, 41 and a half. So they saying, it's going to be a low scoring game. So as far as the total goes, I don't want to pick that. But I do like Atlanta this year. I think they're going to win that division. But that don't mean they're going to win this game. I'm a Mike Tomlin fan, and they're going to have to win these type of games because they're in the toughest division in the whole NFL. So there's going to be a lot of tough games ahead for them. So I feel like they got to win these type of games to avoid having to win them tough games. So I don't know. I think Mike Tomlin's going to find a way to win this game. But that's not going to be my main pick. My main pick, I think, is going to be the total under. I'm not seeing Pittsburgh scoring that much. And then I fuck with Pittsburgh defense. I do like Atlanta offense. I do think they have the potential to score a lot. But I think Pittsburgh defense will show up this week. Both coaches are defensive-minded coaches. So I do believe this total will stay under. I mean, I do like Pittsburgh to win a game, at the very least cover the 3-point spread, as far as being an underdog. If they do lose, not lose no more than 3. But that's not really going to be the main pick. The main pick is going to be the under for the total. I should see a very low-scoring game. Russell Wilson, I don't see him putting up 20 other points. And then Pittsburgh defense, I don't see them giving up 24, 28 points to Atlanta. So I like the under. That's going to be my main pick.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds like Pittsburgh should go down there and do what they got to do to get out of there with a win. I'm not expecting because Russell Wilson is going to be starting quarterback, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Or is it when or is they running an offense where he coming in and out the game? They throw Justin Fields in there sometimes and have him run around and all that. I don't know.
I mean, it's a possibility. I mean, I just heard they're going to start Russell Wilson, but it is a possibility with what
Okay.
you said.
Um. Yeah, man. They should be able to go down there and just get a win. It's probably not gonna be a pretty win. It's probably not gonna be no pretty game. But at the end of the day, listen, man, you play to win the game, and just Pittsburgh should be able to just go down there and just get a win. You know what I mean? Nothing flashy, nothing fancy. Or who knows? Russell Wilson might. It's times where you it's times where he was in Denver where you seen he still got something left in the tank. You know what I mean? I don't want to act like it's not
Mm-hmm.
times where he just looked awful the whole time. No, it was times where you could show where he's showing that he still got something left in the tank. You know what I mean? It's times that he showed that. So, like I said, I'm not expecting them to be out there and be looking like world beaters, but they should be able to play solid and get the win. Pittsburgh should be able to go down there, play solid, and just get a win. Get in and out of there with a win. It ain't got to be pretty. It ain't got to be, you know what I mean, the greatest show on turf. Man, just get a win. I think they should be able to do that. Like you said, that they, now I mean, you said the total is so low. They expecting it to be like a slow behind game that's going to be like, you know what I mean? It's not going to be super exciting and all that. It's not going to be the greatest show on turf. You know what I mean? They showing you right there with that low behind total. So,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I mean? They think it's going to be some like slow drag out type game. Like, but Pittsburgh should be able to just handle business and get it done. So I'm just going to go with Pittsburgh.
All right. Next, we got another game with another low total. We got Minnesota going up to the Meadowlands to play New York Giants. Now, Minnesota is 1.5 point favorites, and the total is 41.5. So another low total. Uh, we know that this year Minnesota, Sam Darnold is going to be the starting quarterback, and we know Giants got Daniel Jones as their quarterback. Now, if this game is in Minnesota, I definitely would pick the over. That being in New York, it's September, so I mean I can't expect no crazy ass weather right now. Should be pretty good. I mean, I do think these teams can score a little bit of points, but I'm not going to pick the over. And the only thing with the spread, it's just kind of shocking that they got Minnesota as a favorite. You know, I feel like both these teams should be even. And since New York is home, I would have thought that the Giants should be the favorite.
Mm-hmm.
So them putting Minnesota as a favorite is kind of eye catching to me. And we doing this on Saturday, so this spread could change once the next Sunday comes.
Mm-hmm.
But next Sunday, if Minnesota's still the favorite, then I will pick Minnesota the covers. I feel like they pick them as a favorite as a reason. You know, it's kind of like I said, just kind of the spread just caught my eye. So sometimes when it happened, we seen last year some surprising spreads. It was they put that number at that number for a reason. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna pick Minnesota to win a game. Total, I'm not gonna fuck with. But like I said, if Minnesota is still the favorite next Sunday when the games start, then I like Minnesota. But if it does change and New York Giants is a favorite, then I would scrap that pick and I don't know what I would do. But as of now, I like Minnesota to win a game, and I'm not gonna fuck with the total.
Yeah, this joint sound like a dumpster fire joint. I hope that
Mm-hmm.
I would. Now, I mean, I'm gonna pick Minnesota just because the Giants is in the Eagles division, and I just need them to lose. But for real, I would just leave this game alone. I wouldn't even touch this game if I was betting. I wouldn't even touch this game
Mm-hmm.
for real. I wouldn't. I wouldn't, man, because this joint just seemed like a dumpster fire. I wouldn't even touch this game if I was betting. You know what I mean? I'm only picking Minnesota because the Giants is in our division and I just need the Giants to lose. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Everything helps. But for real, I'm gonna keep it all real. I wouldn't even touch this game. So you know what I mean? So any of y'all who still planning on betting on this game, I ain't got nothing for you on this one, bro. I ain't got nothing for you on this one. Because I'm only picking Minnesota because I mean it'd be best if the Giants lose. Because they in the Eagles division. That's the only, other than that, if it wasn't for that, I wouldn't even touch this game. You know what I mean? This game just seemed like such a coin flip, man. It ain't even funny. It just like it's such a coin flip. It's not even funny. So I ain't even gonna spend a bunch of time on this one. I'm picking Minnesota just based off the fact that the Giants is in the Eagles division, and it'll be nice if they lose. If they lose, you know what I'm saying? That's it. That's it. So for y'all, bet at your own risk when you do. And I mean, if you're gonna do this one, this just seemed like such a coin flip and a dumpster fire that I wouldn't even touch it, me personally. But y'all do what y'all want.
All right, sounds good to me. Let's go Vikings. As you said, they are division, so I agree with you on that. All right, we got another dumpster fire game. We got the Carolina Panthers going down to New Orleans to play the Saints.
Jesus, these games. These games is, oh my God. First week, man, I know everything. Damn, man.
Yeah. It's not that good, man. They got the Saints as 4.5-point favorites. Total's 40.5. I would expect the Saints to win, but I don't know if they're gonna cover that spread. Only thing I guess I will fuck with it is maybe the under the 40.5, but even that, I'm not too sure of. It's in the Superdome, so there's a chance, there could be point score, but I don't know, man. And the Panthers, they just got to show me that they could actually do something on offense. Because last year they was pathetic, as far as offense. Bryce Young still looked, not like an NFL quarterback. So they're going to have to show me something this year in these first month or whatever, to show that they improved over the last year. But as of now, man, I can't trust them. I wouldn't bet on them. I would throw Saints in just to win the game, money line. I would throw that in with some other random ass parlay tickets that you might have. You know what I mean? I do think New Orleans will win. They got the better quarterback. Both defenses is pretty respectable. So if anything, Saints money line, and like I said, I kind of like the under as well. But I mean, I want to bet on any of this shit, as you said. I want to fuck with it.
Listen, man. Carolina. The only thing I can say is y'all might be in line to get Shador. You know what I'm saying? So y'all just might have to y'all might have to just ride this season out, and we see how things shake out, because y'all might be in line to get Shador. That's all I can say. You know what I mean? And then y'all can try to build from there. So, because that's where I think he's gonna end up. I think Shador's gonna end up in Carolina. You know what I mean? And then they can start advertising around him and build up around him as the King of Carolina and all that, and put the billboards up and sell the jerseys. You know what I'm saying? And can build up and have like Cam Newton come down to the games, be on the sideline of the games and all this and that. Now I mean get the showmanship and all that and all that and the show built up. You know what I'm saying? To get like some type of interest in the team again. Because I got a feeling that that's where he's going to end up going. Now, I know that Coach Prime and all them was like, listen, they really like particular on where they want to have some type of influence on where he goes, so he not sitting in. You know what I mean? He don't spend his career in purgatory. You know what I mean? From jump, just sitting in purgatory. But no matter how much I think about it, I'm like, because I don't know how much willing and dealing another team may be in league to want to get him. Like, because I keep thinking either I don't know Atlanta's. I don't know what type of picks they got or where they gonna land at, or if they're gonna be close enough to get him, high enough to get him when they the will and deal. Because I keep thinking that he's gonna be in Atlanta or Carolina. Now, know what I'm saying? So you would think Atlanta would just be like, because Atlanta is Atlanta and they can be able to, advertise and all that, and come down there and have his face on the billboard when you get off the plane and all this and that, and be able to like advertise and build up around him. But I keep thinking those are the two teams that's really in league to get him. Because I don't know if a team like New England just does terrible. I still don't see New England drafting him though. You see what I'm saying? Because what's the teams? Because what's the teams that's really going to be in like even be in like that chance to draft him? Probably you're looking at Carolina. You might be looking at Atlanta. You might be looking at New England. And then what's another team that's
the Giants? I don't know, Seattle.
I think because
I don't know.
Is Pete Carroll?
I think the Giants.
Is Pete Carroll still in Seattle?
No.
Nah. So Seattle. I mean, then because we got to see how Seattle's going. I'm talking about be like on some like just be doing that bad to the point that they get that up that high. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then there's somebody who might be almost there but close, but they may have some assets and be willing to will and deal. Because I keep seeing him either going to Carolina or Atlanta for some reason. But like you said, his other teams in play too. Because who knows, the Giants may be saying, listen, man, this is New York. Is it in, I don't know what type of assets they got or if they're going to be close enough to get him. But if they start doing terrible, okay, we can scrap that and we could try to build around him. You know what I mean? Turn him into the king of New York and all that, have him on the billboards and all that. You know what I'm saying? So I think that like some of these teams is just like they might be looking past, even though you're not supposed to look past this season, you ain't supposed to come out your mouth and say that you're looking past this season. A lot of these teams is probably just like, all right, we got to just bear with it through this season. And then I think that it's people who are looking at there's going to be a few teams that's going to be looking at trying to get Shador so they can like build up around him and have some type of like excitement, you know what I'm saying? And get on TV more and all that. But the way things is looking, I don't see if Carolina is in league to get him, I think that they will, because I think they missed that whole Cam Newton brought like the spotlight to the team. You see what I'm saying? So even though they played in Carolina, they games was on TV. Then they got fortunate enough to get Christian McCaffrey too, so he was a great player. And then you had Luke Kuechly and all that. So you had decent people, but Cam was like, he brought like the showmanship to it where he made people like want to watch the team. You know what I mean? And then you got Christian McCaffrey, he was also good. So it made people like, okay, it's Carolina, but we do want to watch. Now, that's why I think that people are going to want to get Shador. So Shador is going to make it to like must-see TV. And I think teams need that. It's some teams that need that, but yeah, because I just can't shake. You're gonna get off that. We're gonna get off this. We've been on it for a minute, but I can't shake the feeling that he's gonna end up in Carolina though. You know what I mean? So hopefully, I think he ends up somewhere that's best for him, or who knows? Maybe because I don't know how the Raiders gonna do. You know what I'm saying? What kind of assets do the Raiders have if they get up there? They get the pick high, but it may not be close enough. Do they have assets to go up there and get him or something like that? So, be in Vegas and, that way they can advertise him. Like I said, put him up on the billboards and all that. Advertise so you can start getting on TV more, primetime games more and all that. So we'll see, man. You know what I mean? We'll see. I mean, I know right now he in college, he got to focus on college, but the pros is already thinking about, if we get him, you know what I mean, is he worth getting? You know what I mean, can we build around him, especially a team that might want to be on TV more? You know what I mean? You trying to get some primetime games, you trying to get some Sunday night games, you trying to get some Monday night games. You know what I mean? With him, you know what I mean, you should be able to do that. You know what I mean? Especially, you know what I mean, you can be able to build. So, but, you know what I mean, we can move on. We've been on that for a minute.
All right. Next, we got another team that's going to have a very bad record, but they drafted a first-round quarterback this year, so I'm quite sure they won't draft Shador. We got New England going to Cincinnati. Cincinnati's 9.5-point favorites. The total is 40.5. Jacoby Brissett is going to be starting for New England Patriots. They're going to have the rookie Drake May sit on the bench for the beginning part of the year. And Joe Burrow, he's back for Cincinnati. Hopefully he can stay healthy. I just can't see New England putting up points in this one. Their offense has no weapons. They just do a terrible job at bringing in offensive weapons over these last 5 years or so since Brady left. They just have no weapons. So I just don't see them being able to hang with Cincinnati. I'm quite sure that's what the American public, everybody's going to be betting Cincinnati. So that kind of scares me. And also the fact that it's a 9.5-point favorite, a high spread, that kind of scares me. But if I had to pick something, I would pick Cincinnati to cover the 9.5. I might also look at some solo under for New England. I don't know what that might be. It might be like 14 points or something. I might even take a stab at that. But I just don't see New England scoring points in this one. I think Cincinnati will cover the 9.5. And I just don't see New England be able to fuck with Cincinnati at all.
Yeah, man. For those who play fantasy week to week, you know what I mean? I had already paired up. Now I mean Joe Burrow's my quarterback. Now I mean this week. Now I mean I paired him up with Jamar Chase. I think they got a point to prove this year. So they not showing no mercy. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Joe Shiesty back with a vengeance. I don't think he's showing anybody any type of mercy. You know what I mean? So I think they're gonna be back, right back like they never left. So I'm gonna make sure I pair them up. You know what I mean? I picked Joe Burrow as my quarterback this week. You know what I'm saying? And I picked and I teamed him up with Jamar Chase. So yeah, man, I think they back. I think that what's going to have to happen in up there in New England, that whole philosophy is going to have to be scrapped. Now I mean the whole Patriot way is not going to work without Tom Brady. That's not going to work. That's not going to work where you can get everybody else can be. You can have, okay, Tom is there, then you got Gronk, you know what I mean? They A+, some of the best ever did at their position, and then everybody else can be serviceable players. No, you got to scrap that. You know what I mean? That old regime got to go. You know what I'm saying? You got to build. And like I said, the task is, and right now they don't give you a lot of years now. Like I said, the years been cut down. They want to see a turnover. They want to see a turnover within the next few years, couple years. You're not getting years and years and years to try to build up. No, you turn around ready to be quick. So you gotta. I don't know what they're gonna be to do this year, and then what's gonna be their philosophy. They have to change their philosophy. For real, without Tom Brady, that philosophy never really worked. Because you think about our whole lives, the Patriots never been like a contender for real. Until like Tom Brady came around. Drew Bledsoe did so. You know what I'm saying? Because think about
They made it to the Super Bowl with him. Drew Bledsoe?
Yeah. No.
Drew Bledsoe.
Yeah. But I'm saying like your whole life until then, like they really never they was never like a contender. You never heard about them year in and year out. You see what I'm saying? It was like one of them teams like you knew like, okay, they are an NFL team, but you don't really pay no attention to them. Just like you really didn't pay too much attention to the Colts until Peyton Manning got there. There wasn't really no factor. There really wasn't no factor until Peyton got there. You see what I'm saying? In your life, like when you was little kids growing up and all that, they wasn't a team like you really worried about. You know what I'm saying? So I just felt like that whole philosophy that they've been using got to be scrapped. It got to be scrapped because you might have to go the route of trying to find a Lamar Jackson type quarterback, a Cam Newton type quarterback. You know what I'm saying? The old school stay in the pocket guy, because I don't know who you're gonna find right now that's gonna be able to help y'all like immediately, man. I don't know who they think they're gonna draft that's gonna be able to help them immediately, and then still you want to build around them. You know what I mean? You got to build up. So you know what I mean? And like I said, NFL, they want now you got to build up fast. Like you can't spend years and years and years and years trying to build up. No, they want to turnover rate within a few years. So, like I said, man, I think they're gonna struggle this year. They might get a few wins, and I don't know. Like I said, I don't know how, depending on how they do, if they want to take somebody like Shador, if they're in like position to. Because would they feel like that's the Patriot way to get that type of this type of quarterback? Would that be the Patriot way? That's why I feel like they have to get rid of that mentality, the Patriot way, in order to win. You know what I'm saying? To win in this today's NFL. Yeah, that worked with, you started seeing success with Drew Bledsoe and then Tom Brady, but I just think that old school football way that they've been winning with, that's because you had the greatest of all time. So I don't see that being like, nah, man, y'all gonna be like, I don't see it. I mean, and no disrespect to nobody that's on that team now. I know it's probably like, I mean, a lifelong dream for a lot of them guys that's playing on that team to make it to the NFL, but I don't see really what you can do, especially when you got to play. Come on, man, Cincinnati. You know what I mean? Now we got to play Cincinnati, and now because they in the same division as are they in the same division as the Bills and the Jets, right? That's the same division.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because the Jets got Aaron Rodgers now. The Bills still like tough. You know what I'm saying? They didn't just fall off the face of the earth. So you got, man. You know what I mean? To all my people, you know what I mean, that I know that's from Boston and all that, from New England area and all that, man. Listen, man. You know what I mean? Good luck to y'all. It might be rough, man. I don't know what y'all gonna do. I know who y'all. Man, it might be a rough season for y'all, man. It might be a real rough season for some of y'all, man. For real. It might be a real rough season for some of y'all, but I don't know, man. Take it one game at a time, man. You know what I mean? I know they ain't gonna lay down. I know you're not gonna lay down. They're gonna play to win some games, but this one right here, this first one, I just think, I think Joe Burrow's mentality is, you know what I mean? I'm back. You know what I'm saying? I'm back, and I'm letting everybody know, no, I'm one of the top in this game. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Just in case some of y'all forget. You know what I'm saying? Because I assume people forget. Like, no, y'all, you know what I mean? I assume people forget that and stop saying your name. You know what I'm saying? Some people stop saying your name. Like, no. No, don't forget that I'm one of the best in this business. And I think he gonna be out to show that this year. Like, for some of y'all that was quick to forget my name, now I'm excited to go sit down. Nah, I'm back. So, and I think they just gonna take it out on them. First game.
So. All right. I agree with that. Next we got Tennessee. They're going to Chicago to play the Bears. Chicago is 4.5-point favorites. The total is 45.5. This year, Tennessee got Will Levis at quarterback again. Chicago got Caleb Williams, a rookie #1 pick at quarterback. And I'm a fan of him. I think he's comparable to Mahomes. I'm not going to say he is going to be Mahomes as far as winning championships, but his talent level is very similar. So I expect Chicago to have a good year this year. They have a good team around them, good weapons. If this game was in Tennessee, I would say Tennessee would win, but it's in Chicago, and I think Chicago going to start off the year with a win against them. Tennessee, DeAndre Hopkins, I believe, is going to be hurt. They did pick up Calvin Ridley, a receiver as well, so Will Levis will have somebody to throw the ball to. The running back is Pollard from the guy, former Dallas Cowboy running back. He's there to spit some carries with, I believe his name is Spears. He's the other running back. But I just don't think Tennessee will have enough to win this game. I like Chicago to win. 4.5 is a lot, so I don't want to fuck with the spread. But I think Chicago will win in total. I already have no opinion on it as well. But just the main pick is Chicago money line. I like Chicago to win the game.
Who they playing again? Who's Chicago playing again?
Tennessee.
Everybody's talking about Caleb Williams is the real deal, and they expecting him to do big things. So I don't know. This game just seemed. I'm thinking Tennessee. Yeah, but Tennessee ain't got Derrick Henry no more, right? He ain't got Derrick Henry no more.
Nah.
See what I'm saying? They ain't got Derrick Henry no more. So I want to say Chicago could get this win, but I don't know. Because is the spread what's the spread again? Is the spread close?
4.5.
4.5. So
Chicago favorite.
Yeah, they expecting the quarterback to go down there and handle business, man. That handle his business. Yeah, I'm gonna go. I don't know. It's just something about. I be wanting to root for Tennessee. Just something about Tennessee I like. You know what I mean? I don't know if it's maybe the old school Oilers jerseys or something like that. Maybe wearing them joints. I love them joints. I don't know if it's that. I just be wanting them to win. But I can see Chicago just handling business. I can see it, man. I can see it because, yeah, man, Tennessee got, without Derrick Henry, man, it's gonna be tough. But they lost Derrick Henry, but didn't they get Pollard from the Cowboys? I think so, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, but yeah, man, Chicago should get the win because everybody's talking like, you know, Caleb Williams is the real deal. So we shall see, man. But yeah, I'm gonna go with Chicago. I am.
Right.
But something made me want to say Tennessee, but I'm gonna go with Chicago. Some odd reason, something made me want to say Tennessee. But I don't know. I don't know if they can just claw out a win. I would not be surprised if Tennessee win though. I wouldn't be surprised.
All right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Common sense would tell you Chicago, but I would not be surprised if Tennessee wins for some odd reason. I think it's just something about that team that they gonna pull together some wins. I don't think they're gonna be as bad as everybody just predicting them to be. You know what I mean? So, you know.
Okay. All right, I can take it. It's another team. I don't think it's gonna be as bad as everybody think. You got the Arizona Cardinals going to Buffalo.
Mm-hmm.
Buffalo is 5.5-point favorites. Total is 48.5. I think Arizona will be a respectable team this year. I like the way, they kind of ended the year last year on a nice little streak. Obviously, they drafted Marvin Harrison Jr. I feel he's more like Larry Fitzgerald than his father, Barbara Harrison. I mean, just basically off of his height and size, he's like the same height and size as Fitzgerald. So I think Arizona should be able to cover this. I mean, it's the first game, so like I said before, you don't know what's going to happen, but I would pick Arizona to cover this. I even think they might have a chance to win, to be honest. Buffalo has a lot to show me as far as losing Diggs and a couple other receivers, Gabe Davis. Um, how will Josh Allen handle that? Not having all them receivers around him at this time. They probably will run the ball more. Josh Allen might even run the ball a lot more, and I don't think that's a good thing. That might put him in harm's danger. He already don't like to slide, so now he might feel a little extra pressure now that he don't have the other weapons to compensate to try to make up for them loss, and then he's going to get hurt. So I don't know. I just feel like they got to show me what they got on offense before I can start riding with them. So I like Arizona to cover the 5.5-point spread. I kind of think they might even win a game. As far as the total go, I have no strong opinion on it. If anything, I'll pick the under, just because I don't think Buffalo will score a lot. But that's not one of my main picks. So, like I said, I like Arizona to cover the spread and even might win the game.
Okay. Yeah, man. Everybody's kind of just like, everybody just counting Arizona out, just saying they done and they not contenders no more. Everybody just treating them like, yo, they not no. Yeah, I mean, they not even no type of contenders anymore. And I just don't think I'm with you. I don't think that's the truth. I think they're gonna be able to be decent. Yeah, Buffalo done lost some. Man. So it might be tougher for them to score some points. Might be a little tougher for them to score some points, which might help Arizona close this gap a little bit. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Arizona wins this game. Yeah, I wouldn't be. I wouldn't be surprised if Arizona win this game. And like you said, yeah, that's going to put pressure on Buffalo. Not I mean, a quarterback for him to be trying to, you know what I mean? You mess around, you do extra. Next thing you know, you get popped, you're out. Concussion protocol, all of that. You know what I'm saying? Not that I'm wishing that on him, but like you said, now I mean, he one of them dudes that he's not like I'm not quick to run out of bounds or quick to slide. No, he want the extra yard or two. So he'll take a hit for the extra yard. He one of them people, he'll take the hit for an extra yard or two or whatever. You know what I mean? And I can see somebody popping him. I can see somebody, unfortunately, you know what I'm saying? I don't wish injury on nobody. I can see somebody, him trying to go for extra yard or two, or him trying to go for the first down, and instead of just sliding and then, you know what I mean, or running out of bounds, just taking what he can get, try to get it, and somebody popping him. You know what I'm saying? So,
right.
So, you know, I hope that don't happen, you know what I'm saying, to the point that he gets injured from it, but I can see that happening because right now, where your points coming from? You know what I'm saying? On Buffalo, I mean, where your points coming from? Now, I mean, no disrespect to the people that play on that team, but where your points coming from? You know Stephon Diggs was, you know what I'm saying? He wasn't no joke. You know what I'm saying? You know he get busy. So like I said, no disrespect to nobody else on the team now, but really where your points coming from? You know what I mean? And I like I said, everybody just counting Arizona out as just being like, okay, they cooked. They gotta start from scratch and build up again. So they kind of like, you know what I mean, brushing them off to the side as not being contenders. So I think that they're going to prove some people wrong. I'm not saying they're going to be world beaters and they're going to be unstoppable this season, but I think they are going to shut some people up and play decent. Because some people just counting them out. And I mean, some people just counting them out like everybody's like, oh, okay. Marvin Harrison Jr. is going to be, you know what I mean? He's going to get his stats, but they're going to be losing every game. Because that's what people are saying. Well, he's going to get his stats because he's just that good, but, you know, they're going to be losing. Kind of like how Larry Fitzgerald, like, you know what I mean? He ended up he got his stats, but it wasn't, they wasn't like, you know what I mean? They wasn't like always contenders, you know what I'm saying? But he just got his stats. You know what I mean? So they just kind of like viewing it as that's how it's going to be for him. You know what I mean? And then, you know, I mean, I don't wish that for nobody. I just heard, I think it's like an old interview though, but I heard Calvin Johnson, I mean, Megatron saying that like, yo, man, we just wasn't winning. You know what I mean? And that kind of like had him like one of the things that influenced his decision to just retire. So even though like
Mm-hmm.
okay, you're getting your stats, but y'all not winning. You know what I mean? And who want a career like that? All right, I might get, you
Mm-hmm.
know what I mean? I get decent stats, but we're not winning. So I don't know. I really don't wish that for nobody because that's what a lot of people were saying. A lot of people were saying he's going to be stuck in purgatory and he's going to get decent stats, but he's going to be sitting there for years. You know what I'm saying? Sitting on a team that's not content. So, like I said, I don't think they're going to be as bad as everybody's saying they are. People just writing them off. And I don't think it's going to be that. So. Yeah. So,
Okay.
so I wouldn't be surprised if Arizona actually wins this game. I wouldn't be surprised.
All right. Next, we got the Houston Texans going to Indianapolis to play the Colts. Colts didn't make the playoffs last year. Houston did. Houston is 2.5-point favorites. The total 49.5. Colts, they got their quarterback, Anthony Richardson, back. Second-year quarterback out of Florida. And we know Houston has C.J. Stroud. They also this offseason picked up Joe Mixon at running back, Stephen Diggs at receiver, we just talked about. So Stroud has a lot of weapons to work with, man. I do think the Colts will be pretty good this year, but I don't see them winning this game. I do think Houston's going to start off the year, on the right note. As I said in the other episode, I am kind of worried about Houston. I've seen CJ Stroud on so many different podcasts and all over the TV. I just don't know if he did what they had to do this offseason and get ready, but I'm quite sure he did. But that just kind of scares me sometimes. But all that being said, I do think Houston's going to win this. They should cover the 2.5-point spread. They might win by 3. They might win by 6. Who knows? But I think they will win. Richardson might take a few games to get himself going. But, once they get going, him, and they got Jonathan Taylor at running back, Michael Pittman at receiver. So he has a few weapons. Once he's able to get the going with the option between him and Taylor, I think there'll be a dynamic offense. But I just don't think it's going to start right from the gate. So once again, I like Houston to cover the 2.5-point spread. Total, I'm not going to fuck with. But to me, that's kind of a high spread for this game, 49.5. So it's kind of telling me the over, but I'm not putting my name next to that. I'm just going to say Houston going to cover, and that's that.
Yeah, man, I like Houston. I mean, yeah, man, he been C.J. Stroud and them. You know what I'm saying? They was out and about, but come on, man, it might have been off season. I mean, how long does it take to record a podcast? An hour or so, maybe a couple hours. That don't mean that you spending the whole day hanging out, not doing nothing. You know what I mean? Because I hear a lot of people saying that. All right, you spend a couple hours out of the day, you did a few podcasts and all that. You know what I'm saying? Or I don't think that that's going to like be too much of an effect. You know what I mean? Like I don't know them doing podcasts now, which is now part of media. So they do podcasts. They go on other people's podcasts. People jump on Michael Parsons' podcast. Michael Parsons do his joint through the season. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He
I don't like that.
Yeah.
I don't like that, man.
Yeah.
But
So,
it is what it is. But I don't like that shit.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a part of it now. Know what I mean? That's a part of it. Now it's a part of media. Know what I mean? People doing their own media. Yeah, man. Yeah, I like Houston. I like C.J. Stroud. Plus, Stephon Diggs went down there, right? Because I think I picked him this week.
Yeah.
Yeah, I picked him this week. You know what I mean? In fantasy, 'cause I think they're gonna try to make sure he gets the ball. You know what I mean? I think they're gonna make sure he gets the ball. I just don't want them to mess up the chemistry him and Tank Dell has. They just got natural chemistry. You know what I'm saying? They just became like a natural 1-2 punch. I just feel like they are doing that, but now you got to implement Stephon Diggs. So now he becomes a priority. You see what I'm saying? But at the same time, I think that might be even better for Tank Dell. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because now the defense gonna focus on Stephon Diggs. Then it's gonna be times where they not so much on you. You know what I'm saying? So that might be even better for him. You know what I mean? So, yeah, something about the Colts, man. They are a decent team. You know what I mean? They not nothing to look over or just say, you know what I mean, automatic win. You know what I mean? They not. They not. They not somebody gonna say automatic win, but I just think Houston got something special going on that they starting to build. So I'm gonna go with Houston, man. I just really think that they got something special going on. You know what I mean? It's just something about them that I like. You know what I mean? Now they got Stephon Diggs too, which I said, yeah. You know what I mean? Stephon Diggs is he's still that good that, you know what I mean, he gonna get his catches. You know what I mean? It don't matter what the coverage is, he gonna get his. Like I said, that helps Tank Dell. You know what I'm saying? To me, that helps Tank Dell having somebody else that they can focus on the field. And then next thing you know, sometimes some plays they might forget for a split second, they might forget about you, and next thing you know, you got the ball. So I think that can work out in his favor. You know what I'm saying? So I know everybody's saying, well, his stats might take a step back because Stephon Diggs there. No, that means he might, because now you got to count for both of them on the field, and there might be times where it might be a split second where he's forgotten about, and next thing you know, he got the ball. So that could be good for him. You know what I mean? That could be good for him, And then C.J. Stroud is like the fact that they just let him throw the ball, man. Now I mean, they don't really handcuff him too much. I know they kind of like when they went to the playoffs, they kind of like slowed it down a little bit. You know what I mean? And the stuff they was doing was more like controlled and all that. But I like watching him do the season. You can tell they just let him go. They just let him go. You know what I mean? So I like that, man. So I'm going with Houston on this one, man. Like I said, I'm not saying like the Colts is just nobody roll over. The Colts is a decent team. You know what I mean? They not nobody that they just gonna roll over for nobody. You know what I mean? They gonna play to win a game, but I just think Houston is building something special. Houston really got something special down there. You know what I'm saying? And who knows? I mean, C.J. Stroud might start doing his own podcast. You know what I mean? So
All right. Yeah, I'm sure he will. Well, now we're gonna go to somebody who I do know got a podcast, Max Crosby. And the Las Vegas Raiders are going to LA.
He got his own podcast?
Yeah, he got a podcast.
Okay. All right.
I don't know the name off the top of my head. I only seen him once or twice.
Okay.
But I know he got one. They go to LA to play the Chargers. Chargers is 3.5-point favorites. Total is 41.5. Obviously, Jim Harbaugh. He's the coach of the Chargers now. The Raiders, Antonio Pierce is the permanent coach now after stepping that second half of the year last year. After Josh McDaniels got fired. I like the Raiders. I think the Chargers still have some work to do. Obviously, I like Harbaugh too. I know he will turn around after that team, but I just don't think it will be straight from the gate. Gardner Minshew is the quarterback for the Raiders. He's a respectable quarterback. He's not Jimmy Garoppolo, who's just cooked, and he's not that rookie that they had playing last year. So I think he will keep the Raiders in the game. I think the Raiders will win, but at the very least, I would pick the Raiders to cover the 3.5-point spread to not lose by more than 3 if they will lose. But I think they actually go win the game. And the total 41.5, I mean, I would kind of pick the over. I think both teams can at least get 21 points. Maybe Raiders get 24, Chargers get 20, and you got the over right there. But that's not something I want my name to. But I like the Raiders to cover the 3.5-point spread as underdogs. And like I said, also I would take a chance on them winning the game, picking on money line as well.
Yeah, man. Yeah. The Chargers. Yeah, I want to see how the Chargers do with Jim Harbaugh there. That was dope. That was ill how he stepped off. Like, you can't say nothing because we just won a championship. You know what I mean? And I'm stepping off. You know what I mean? I'm stepping off going to the NFL off the that's like you couldn't time that any better. Like, you know what I'm saying? You really couldn't time that any better because really what you gonna say? Like, he leaving, but he left us. I mean, he built the program back up. He built this joint back up and left us with it slid off. When he slid off, he left us with a championship. So you can't even say nothing bad about that. You know what I mean? Like he left us like, yo, man, we in shambles. You know what I'm saying? No. Now I mean he built he built Michigan back up and slid off with a championship. Like, yeah, I'm out. You know what I'm saying? You're welcome. You know what I'm saying? Fair exchange, no robbery. You know what I mean? I'm out. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, he left him with some violations though, recruiting violations. But
hey, listen, man,
I mean, at least he got them a champion.
Yeah, he left him with a championship. That's what he did. Now I mean, the championship outweigh all that. Now I mean, you want to win. You know what I'm saying? You got to do what you got to do. You want to win? Know what I mean? You want to win? All right, I did what I had to do. I did what I had to do. I did what I had to do. Y'all be all right. They be all right, man. They a blue blood program, man. People gonna want to go to them no matter what. Know what I mean? People ain't gonna never stop wanting to go to Michigan. Know what I'm saying? Trust me, they gonna be all right. They gonna be all right. Know what I mean? I left y'all with a chip. Know what I mean? So what? Know what I mean? So what? Violation of 2. So what? Know what I mean? I left y'all with a chip. Know what I mean? Know what I mean? I slid off and left y'all with a championship. I ain't leave y'all hanging. I slid off and left y'all with a championship. Can't say nothing. You know what I mean? So I like how he did that, man. Yeah, but I want to see how they do, man. I want to see what they do now that he's there. And yeah, man. I would like for the Raiders to be doing all right, but I just think it's gonna be rough for them, man. I think it's gonna be rough for them. I think it's gonna be rough for them. I think it's gonna be rough for them this season, man. It's gonna be rough for them this season. It is. It's gonna be very rough for them this season, man. The Chargers should be able to go in there and just win the game. Just win the game. It ain't got to be fancy. Just win. You know what I mean? Which I still don't even like I don't even like them leaving San Diego, man. I get it because LA is LA. You know what I mean? But I mean, it just don't feel right. It still don't even feel right saying that. Los Angeles Chargers. We've been saying San Diego Chargers. You've been saying San Diego Chargers your whole life. You know what I mean?
Right.
I mean, plus back in we call it Super Tecmo Bowl, but it's actually Tecmo Super Bowl. You know what I mean? That was my team. You know what I mean? San Diego Chargers was my team back then. Know what I mean? Doing.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
man.
Tecmo Super Bowl. Even though we call it Super Tecmo, it's called Tecmo Super Bowl. So
yeah, Natron Means, I forgot what else they had. Sean Jefferson, receiver. Who was their quarterback? Stan Humphries or some bullshit.
Yeah. Humphries. Yeah, that was my team though. Now I mean, they running back was like fast. They running back was fast. Who's they running? Was they running back? Was it? I'm gonna say Marion. Was it Marion Butts? Was it Marion something? It was Marion something. But now I'm saying
Marion Butts sounds familiar.
Yeah. So that was my team that I played with. Some people our age probably think like that. That was your team playing that game? Yeah. San Diego Chargers.
That's what I was thinking.
San Diego Chargers was my team. San Diego Chargers was my team. You know what I'm saying? San Diego Chargers was my team on that joint, man. That was my go-to team. You know what I mean? You wouldn't think it was, but it was. You know what I mean? San Diego Chargers. You know what I mean? Running out the hospital with the equipment on. You know what I mean? Running out the hospital with the equipment on. Yeah, but San Diego should be able to just go win the game, man. And to all my people that I know that they've been Raiders fans their whole life since Bo Jackson. Now I mean, since Tecmo Bowl, some of these people have been Raiders fans since because they was kids. Tecmo Bowl was out, and some of the people that I know that's from Las Vegas and all that are Raiders fans, man. It might be a rough season for y'all, man. Now I mean, I wish them the best, but it might be a rough season, man. So,
Right. All right. So next we got two teams that might have a rough season as well. We got Denver Broncos going to Seattle. Seattle was 5.5-point favorites. The total is 41.5. Seattle still has Geno Smith at quarterback. Denver got the rookie Bo Nix at quarterback. He's going to start from day one. I already expressed my dislike for Sean Payton.
Okay,
So I always root against him.
Of course. Now, I mean, that is well documented on this show. How you feel about that, man?
So hopefully, I mean, they Seattle will, rip them a new one. But just off of not no bias and nothing, but that spread 5.5. I mean, that caught my eye. I wouldn't expect that to be so high. I don't know if it's because Denver got a rookie quarterback, but that kind of caught my eye. So that's kind of telling me that Seattle's going to, do what they got to do and take care of business. But, it might not mean a damn thing. But I'm going to pick Seattle to cover the spread. All, being the fact that Seattle's at home. The rookie quarterback got to go to Seattle and play in that environment. It might be a little too tough. And the total, if I had to pick one, I might pick the under, but I'm not fucking with the total. But my main pick is Seattle to cover the 5.5, and send Sean Payton back to Denver with a loss.
Yeah, man. Everybody's saying that the guy Bo Nix is very talented, but I don't know if they're gonna be able to put together this year, man. I don't know if they're gonna be able to do this year. I don't think Sean Payton is going to get much done in Denver. I think he's gonna end up either stepping up, probably losing that job or something like that, and then his next job will probably be somewhere else. I think he might get another job opportunity after this one. But yeah, man, Seattle, and then on top of that, I don't really know about Seattle too much anyway. They be able to piece together some wins, but I don't know, man. Or maybe Bo Nix is great. You know what I'm saying? And they overachieved to what people think they're gonna do. I don't know. Cause that Jones such a hard. I don't know. I can't call this game for nothing. Cause I think the guy Bo Nix is a good player, but I just don't know if the fact that where he at is probably going to handcuff him. You know what I mean? It's probably going. It might end up handcuffing him. So, common sense to tell you Seattle, just because you would just think, okay, it's Seattle, they should be able to play decent enough to win. But I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if Denver. I just think the guy Bo Nix is going to be like a good player, a very good player, even though he might be limited by where he's at right now. I think he's a good player. So, because I want to say Denver going to win, but common sense to tell you Seattle's going to win.
Hey, man, go what you got.
Know what I mean? So I want to say Denver's going to win.
All right.
I'm going to say Denver's going to win. So like I said, people, know what I mean? Now, I mean, y'all can go with y'all common sense. I'm not going with common sense on this one. This is another one I'm not going common sense on. I'm going to say Denver's going to win. Like I said, now, I mean, don't follow me on this one, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Don't even follow me on nothing on this one. I'm going against common sense. So I'm going to say Denver.
All right. Next we got Washington Commanders going to Tampa Bay to play the Buccaneers. Buccaneers are 3.5-point favorites. Total is 44.5. Tampa Bay made the playoffs last year, lost in the second round. Washington didn't make the playoffs. Washington got a new coach, Coach Dan Quinn. Tampa Bay still got Tom Bowles. Washington got the rookie quarterback, Jalen Daniels. Tampa Bay still got Baker Mayfield. I'm going to pick Washington to cover the 3.5-point spread as underdogs. I don't see them lose about more than 3 points. I actually think they're going to win the game. I'm a fan of Daniels. And Tampa Bay, I don't know, I've just never really believed in them. But they did what they do last year. They was in a pretty bad division. They took advantage of it. But I think Washington can at least cover 3.5. If they lose the game at the very end on a field goal or something, I can see that because they got a young quarterback. Maybe he might make a couple mistakes or something. But I just don't see Tampa Bay airing them out, man. I think Washington, will come out to play. I think Daniels will put on a good show. Probably have over 50 yards rushing or something. Maybe throw a couple touchdowns. I just think Washington's going to be able to at least cover the spread. And total, I have no opinion on 44.5. I had no opinion on. Go either way with me. So that's about it. That's my pick. Washington cover the 3.5.
Okay. Yeah, man. I kind of think that Washington is going to be. But Washington not going to be as bad as people think they're going to be, but I still need them to lose because they're in the Eagles division. Mm-hmm. So I need them to lose. I need them to lose this one. It's not that I'm saying Tampa Bay is going to be so much better than them, but I think it's going to be just one of them back and forth games that this joint going to be a toss up, and I need Tampa Bay to win this game just because I need Washington to lose. You know what I mean? So. You know what I mean? Like I said, just based on them being in the Eagles division, I need them to lose, man. To me, this joint's like a coin flip. To me, that joint can go any way. I don't think Washington's going to be as bad as everybody think they're going to be. Yeah, man, but I just need Tampa Bay to win this one. So that's why I'm going with Tampa Bay. Like I said, that's the reason I'm going with Tampa Bay, because I think Washington going to win some games. Just hopefully it's just not against the Eagles.
All right, that makes sense, man. Well, this next game right here, I already know who you're going to be picking based off those division strategy. We got the Dallas Cowboys going to Cleveland to play the Cleveland Browns. Cleveland Browns is 2.5-point favorites. Total is 42.5. Deshaun Watson should be ready to start. Open the week. Dak Prescott. Oh shit! See, I don't even fucking. I can't pronounce his name. Dak Prescott. He should be ready to go, even though he didn't play in preseason. CD Lamb ain't playing in preseason. There ain't another Dallas playing preseason.
Hold on. They said I read on the fantasy website that CD Lamb isn't playing for personal reasons.
I didn't come across that. I didn't see that.
No, man. So
if that's the case, that's horrible. But I didn't see that. I didn't read that anywhere.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, so
I don't know. If that's the case, then I definitely will pick Dallas to lose. I mean, I'm already picking them to lose. Cleveland, I like their defense better. Deshaun Watson, I mean, I'm not the biggest fan anymore of when he came to Cleveland. He just don't look like his old self. I really don't see that changing again this year. But you found it?
Yeah, it says, why CeeDee Lamb is listed as injured in fantasy football after signing massive Cowboys contract. All right, where is it at? Deep breath, fantasy football fans. Okay, CeeDee Lamb is okay. But as you might have noticed on certain fantasy platforms like ESPN, the Dallas Cowboys wide receiver who just ended his holdout after signing a huge contract is listed as out, which usually means an injury and that he is out for week 1. Where there's a little bit of question about whether he'll play after such a long holdout, we can say this: he's not injured. Lamb does have some time to catch up despite missing camp, but the reason for the designation is he was placed on the commissioner's exempt list when the Cowboys were granted a 2-game roster exemption, which means the franchise doesn't have to use a roster spot on him until he's ready. That still don't say whether he's going to play or not. That was like some word solid ass answer.
Yeah.
I wouldn't, because
you got my...
I mean, better safe than sorry. I guess that's why on the fantasy football joint, it got him on injured reserve, and it just say personal. You You know what I mean? For personal reasons. That's why they did that, because you just gave me like some word solid answer and then just say whether he playing or not. I don't even know. So better safe than sorry. I wouldn't pick him. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? If I was anybody out there playing week to week fantasy, I wouldn't pick him because I don't even understand that explanation. Now I mean, now as the week go on, now I mean something might change. Like I said, now I mean it's still early. Now we recording this joint on Saturday, and you know the week, so we still got a lot of time. You know what I'm saying? But right now, I wouldn't pick him so soon. You know what I mean? I didn't pick him because of that. And then plus the explanation that you're giving don't even make no sense to me. So you know what I mean? But we're going to proceed. Yeah.
If that's the case, then I definitely want to pick Dallas to win. But like I said, I wasn't going to pick them anyway. Yeah, I mean, my pick is Cleveland to win, cover the 2.5. The total, I got no opinion about. You know, I'm looking forward to the game, but I kind of got a feeling that I'm not going to enjoy it, and it's just going to be a game where Dallas just doesn't look in tune and sync, and it's just going to be a bad loss for us. So I already know your answer. I know you're going to pick Cleveland. You want Cleveland to win and all that jazz. Once again, you're not using your common sense in this show, but I mean, that's been the whole base for your show. So for the show today. So I get it.
Yeah. So, I mean, yeah, man, Cleveland is, I don't know if they can just carry that momentum that they had last year into this year. Because Deshaun Watson, I don't know, man. We got to see if Deshaun Watson really got, I don't want to say anything left in the tank like he old, but it's like, he ain't really been playing too much, so we'll see. Right? Like I said, I don't think it's gonna be easy. Like you said it's only like what 2.5, 2.5. So they ain't even 100% sure. So they just thinking, okay, Cleveland should win, but we don't know. Yeah, but so they letting Vegas don't even know if they sure about Deshaun Watson. Now, I mean, that's letting you know right there the 2.5 point. Spread that they not even 100% sure. They just saying Cleveland should win, but we really don't even know. So they don't even know. But like I said, I hope they win because we need Dallas to lose because they're in the Eagles division. So I hope they win. But I would not be surprised if Dallas win. I wouldn't be surprised because that point spread letting you know that Vegas don't even know. They ain't even 100% sure about Deshaun Watson. I mean, I know it's because of Deshaun Watson. You don't know how they gonna be. You know what I mean? So you don't know. So to me, that game can go either way. Like I said, I hope that Cleveland wins, you know what I mean? Because that helps the Eagles out if Dallas loses. But I would not be surprised if Dallas wins. Like I said, you know what I mean? To anybody out there that plays week-to-week fantasy, that whole CeeDee Lamb explanation that they gave out was like, it just sounded like a whole, like they speaking a different language. They really didn't even explain it. Like, so I don't know. You know what I mean? So we'll see as the week go on if he actually plays or what that explanation, what that even means. So I'm pretty sure people are going to be breaking it down and explaining it all week what that is. What's that's about. But like I said, you know what I mean? So some of y'all still got time to pick. You ain't got to make y'all picks now. That's we talking about next Sunday. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, I don't know what days this joint come out. We recording it on Saturday right now, but this joint may not come out till next Saturday. You know what I mean? The day before Sunday, or it might come out, you know what I mean, early this week. Might put it out Wednesday or something like that. We don't know the exact day we're gonna put it out. We gonna make sure it's out before the Sunday come. You know what I mean? We gonna make sure it's out. You know what I mean? But yeah.
All right. Hopefully Dallas win. Let's go Cowboys. We got 2 more games left. Sunday night, we got the Los Angeles Rams going to Detroit, play Lions. These 2 teams met the playoffs last year. Detroit won a close game. Detroit is 3.5 point favorites. The total is 51.5. That's the highest total of the week for any game. I think the Rams will cover the 3.5 point spread. If they lose, it won't be by more than 3. I kind of like the over as well. But I feel like a lot of people will pick the over in this game, so that kind of scares me. But I do think the Rams will come in here. I think they got a chance to even win a game. Win this game for Stafford. Who knows what they say in that locker room. They might want Stafford to win this homecoming game against his former team, even though they lost last year. But I just think I said I think the Rams got a chance to win the NFC West. I said that in the last episode. I think San Fran gonna have a little issue this year as far as being defending NFC champions. It's kind of hard for teams to repeat when you run up in the Super Bowl. But I think this will be a good year for the Rams. So I think they're gonna start off good. I like them to cover the 3.5 point spread, and if I had to pick anything on the total, I'll pick the over.
So you picking the Rams to win?
They could. I'm not just picking them to cover the 3.5. They're not gonna lose by more than 3.
Okay. Yeah, man. I don't want to say that Detroit might take a step back. Cause shout out to everybody I know that's from Detroit, but I don't. And then the Rams, it's like they just seem so shaky nowadays. It seems shaky.
Mm-hmm.
Now we gotta see if they can bounce back. Aaron Donald done left them. So I don't know, man. I don't know, man. Oh, I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. You want to say the Rams gonna win, but Detroit, because I'm very curious to see if Detroit can really keep it up. If they really, really, really going to be like a contender, or that was just like, all right, that was as good as it was going to get, and they're gonna get back to regressing. So this is the season to see like if they really gonna continue the momentum, or just like, okay, that was it. Know what I mean? That was they one chance, and they gonna go back to regressing for some years. You know what I mean? So we'll see. We'll see, man. Like I said, I don't want to seem like I'm down in the Lions, because I know a lot of people that's from Detroit, and they finally they got something to be happy about. You know what I mean? But so we'll see, man. But I do think the Rams could win this game. I do think the Rams could win this game. So I don't know. This game might just feel like it's like it's going down to who got the ball last and can't hit the field goal. That's just what it feels like to me. And I'm thinking it's going to be the Rams. So I'm going to go with the Rams. Yeah. I'm just going to go with the Rams, and that's it.
Okay. Last game of the week, we got Monday night. We got the New York Jets going to San Fran. San Fran is 3.5 point favorites. Total's 44.5. Aaron Rodgers obviously back for the Jets. San Fran pretty much got all their people back. Their left tackle, Trent Williams, is still holding out, though. So as of this time, we did this recording, he won't be playing. And I think that's a huge deal. Jets defense is very good. So missing someone of Trent Williams' status, possibly the best tackle in the game, that definitely is going to hurt them. So I like the Jets to cover the 3.5 point spread. I even like them to win. Rodgers is from California, so it's kind of a homecoming for him. I just think Jets going to win, man. As long as Rodgers is healthy, don't get hurt the first series like it did last year, they should cover this 3.5 point spread, man. I don't want to say with no problem, but I do think they'll cover this. Like I said before, I think San Fran going to struggle a little bit this year. It's going to start off with this week, man. Week 1, just going to come out, and I think they even going to win, man. Go out there and get a win, and hear the optimism in all the New York fans following Tuesday, man. It's going to be nauseating. But I feel like it's going to happen.
Okay. I also think that the 49ers is not going to be. They're not just gonna be rolling. They're just not gonna be rolling through the whole season. Yeah, I do think that they're going to take kind of like a step back, and they're gonna struggle somewhat. But man, I'm very anxious to see what Aaron Rodgers can do. You know what I mean? I'm very anxious to see what Aaron Rodgers can do, man. I am. So, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they didn't get the win. If they go in there and get the win, even though they traveling cross country or whatever, I wouldn't be surprised if they didn't get the win. Now, I mean, that would not surprise me. Like I said, I think the 49ers may end up taking a step, kind of like a step back, so they not just be rocking and rolling through the season. I think they're gonna have their struggles. But and I do think Aaron Rodgers can get. Yeah, you know what I mean? He might throw, as soon as he threw 3 touchdowns in the game. We're going to the Super Bowl. You know what I mean? All right. I can hear that. Now I can hear that. If he throw about 3 touchdowns during the game, we're going to the Super Bowl. You know what I mean? So,
right.
So, you know what I mean? Everybody going to be, you know what I mean? Talking about, you know what I mean? He rejuvenated now. Everybody going to be talking about that. You know what I mean? Oh, he's rejuvenated. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? He's back. You know what I mean? I can't let him play this game good. You know what I mean? Let him have a lights out game. That's all you're gonna be hearing. That's all you're gonna be hearing. You know what I'm saying? That's all you're gonna be hearing. So I already know. Yeah, but I do think that they can go on there. They can go in there and get a win. He's still Aaron Rodgers. I mean, you know, it ain't with the Packers. He's still Aaron Rodgers. So I think they can go in there. I think you're right. I think they go in there and get a win. They can.
Right. So all right, that's week 1, man. I wish everybody the best of luck, man. It's gonna be a good week. Not that many good games, but it's enough though.
Yeah, man. Some of them games is dumpster fire joints, man. You know what I mean? You gotta really be, you gotta really love football to be able to sit through some of them games, man. But yeah, man. Everybody, good luck to y'all. You know what I mean? The ones that bet, bet with your head. Like I say, man, bet with your head, not over it. Like we say, man, if you're gonna do it, man, do it for fun. Don't be risking something that you're gonna miss if you lose. And hold on, where's my fantasy joint that I picked? All right. Well, this is one of my lineups. No, I mean I picked for fantasy. No, I do the week-to-week fantasy. My quarterback is Joe Burrow. My first running back is Pollard. My second running back is Jones. You know, Jones left the Packers and went to Minnesota. You know what I mean? First wide receiver number 1 is Jamar Chase. Wide receiver number 2 is Cooper Kupp. Wide receiver number 3, Stephon Diggs. My tight end is actually, what's his name? Taysom Hill from New Orleans. You know what I mean? I picked him because, you know, on fantasy, they count him as a tight end. You know what I mean? So my flex player is Calvin Ridley. You know, he on Tennessee now. And the defense I picked is the Houston Texans defense. So that's the main lineup I'm going with this week on fantasy football. So, you know, you know, like we said, man, if y'all bet with y'all head, not over it. You know what I mean? If y'all do have a gambling problem, please talk to somebody, slow down, and stop betting. You know what I mean? First thing you do when you find yourself in a hole is stop digging. So if you know you got problems, or you know once the season starts, you get in too deep, don't bet. You know what I'm saying? Don't even get into it. First thing you do when you find yourself in a hole is supposed to stop digging. So I just want to leave y'all with that. And like you said, man, good luck to y'all. Like I said, know what I mean, suspension team week 1. Know what I mean, we back. We're working on some things, see if we can get some footage and stuff like that. You know what I mean? We got to see how that work out. Like I said, everybody's still working. So it's kind of hard to get together because we got to do some joints where we both in the same place at the same time, man. We got to get you down here for at least a couple of these episodes to be in here. You know what I'm saying? Even though people cool with it. Know what I mean? People like the show no matter what. But yeah, man, we got to do at least do a couple shows. And I would like to do some joints where whenever Dallas and Cowboys play, you know what I'm saying? Why watch the game together? If possible. But to everybody, man, like I said, this joint is almost 2 hours long. You know what I'm saying? We back. You know what I mean? That's why I gave, show. This episode is almost 2 hours long. Like you said, man, thank y'all for the love and support, man. We appreciate y'all. And we gonna try our best to make sure we get y'all a show every week. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, like I said, everybody's working. You know what I'm saying? Ern work, I work, my brother work. So we trying to make sure we get these episodes out. But yeah, man, we gonna do our best to make sure we get y'all. Now we hit y'all every week with an episode. Like I said, man, everybody out there, man, good luck to y'all. Like I said, bet with y'all head not over it. And bro, you got something to say before we get up out of here?
Nah, man, just good luck to everybody, man. Thanks again for the support, and wish the best for you and Ern, and I just good luck everybody week 1.
All right, okay, man. We out of here, bro. I'll be talking to you later, and yeah, man, we'll be back. We'll be back for week 2. Try to get week 2 together. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, man, we appreciate the love and support, man. Love is overwhelming, especially with this show. I didn't know that many people watch this show, and I thought it was kind of like it was kind of, the viewership was probably going to dip down during the off season, but it really didn't. You know what I mean? Y'all was still listening to the show even when it wasn't no games in the off season. So I just appreciate that, man. So I really do appreciate that love, man. So we out of here, man, bro. I'll talk to you later, man.
All right, man. Be safe.
All right, you too.
Don't be a fool, the process make it even cool. Gotta really pay attention, and right there is tunnel vision. Can't be falling, can't be slipping, this world full of competition. If you really tryna grow, you gotta make the right decision. Cause the world is yours, you gotta get it. No love, no love, no love, no love. No love, no love, no love. No love, no love, no love. No love.